Now I'd all like you to jump into my gigantic time machine now, and I want to transport you back to April 2017, the start of the general election campaign. Now, actually looking in the room, I can see a few eye rolls there. You all remember it well. Now, I had a 422 majority at the time in Morley and Outwards, and I had a 3-week-old baby, my son called Clifford, in tow, having had a cesarean. I was knackered, actually. And Theresa May, Prime Minister at the time, visited my constituency, spoke to 400 of my constituents in a local factory, and as a vegetarian, animal welfare campaigner, I proudly stood next to her on the podium in my constituency, and she very, very helpfully announced that if we got elected as a government, there'd be a vote to repeal the hunting ban. Now, as you can imagine, of all the places to actually announce that in my urban seat with an animal welfare activist there, I think that was actually a taste of things to come in that election day. Now, with that aside, now I'm actually really proud of our party. I mean, look at some of the things that Chris listed. It's amazing. I think we're pushing at an open door, really, with animal welfare. I'm proud of our government. I'm proud of our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. And I'm proud of our cabinet. And as a government, they're really actually, sorry, they're really high up there. Animal welfare is really high up there as a list of priorities. Now, I thought I'd pause for a moment and actually let's look and ponder how we've been leading the way in animal welfare for such a long time. Now, in the UK, we are home of the RSPCA, which is the oldest charity in the world dedicated to improving animal welfare standards. We are home to the first animal welfare legislation produced anywhere in the world. And we are home of great animal welfare campaigners, both past and present, including Jeremy Bentham, Arthur Broom and Jane Goodall. But also, most importantly, we're home and in the company of this evening of present-day campaigners, Lorraine and Chris. Yeah. Lorraine's there if you can't see her. Now, they have played an instrumental role in ensuring that animal welfare is actually the heart of our party. And they've certainly faced their battles, haven't you?
We have.
But it's through their determination, their dedication, they've helped to ensure that we've gone from a party who seemed obsessed with allowing that vote on fox hunting 4 years ago to the best party in the UK for animal welfare. Yeah. I'm sure I speak for us all today when I say thank you and congratulate them on all the work that you do for our animal friends. Now, just pause for a moment. We are proud of our history as world leaders in animal welfare, and as I said, I'm proud of our Conservative government today. We've introduced the Animal Welfare Sentience Bill, the Kept Animals Bill, the Animal Welfare Sentencing Bill, and we'll also be introducing the Animal Abroad Bill, a commitment to ending trophy hunting through to cracking down on pet theft. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd be in unfamiliar territory if I didn't mention my other biggest political passion, Brexit. Now, the UK's departure from the EU has given our great country the opportunity to further advance our domestic animal welfare standards and act as a dynamic leader on the world stage. So I say, we're already one of the world leads in this field, but why not be number one? So I think everyone in this room, let's all commit to be number one in global leader in animal welfare standards. Now, you're not here to listen to me, you're here to listen to our next guest and the Deputy Prime Minister, so I'm just going to finish on an important quote here. It's the 4th of October today, as Chris has already said, World Animal Day, and it coincides with the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi. He was a patron saint of animals, and I think it's only appropriate that we finish off with one of his quotes on animal welfare. The animals of God's creation inhabit the sky, the earth and the sea, and have a part in human life. We therefore invoke God's blessing on these animals over all the creatures on the earth. I'm sure you all agree, those words are important today as they were then. So thank you, and it's a great pleasure actually in introducing our next guest, Stanley Johnson.